This is the day the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. I welcome you to another edition of the Open Heavens Reflection, a daily devotional written by Pastor E.A. Adeboye. My name is Raphael Olurotimi, the pastor of Living Spring Center of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, London. Our topic of discussion today is the folly of the wise. And the Bible passage is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 from verse 17 to 24. For Christ sent me not to baptize, but to preach the gospel, not with wisdom of words, lest the cross of Christ should be made of none effect. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of God. For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and I will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Has not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that, in the wisdom of God, the world by wisdom knew not God. It pleased God by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. But we preach Christ crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness. But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ, the power of God, and the wisdom of God. The memory verse is Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 13. And I gave my heart to seek and search out wisdom concerning all things that are done under heavens. This sort travail has God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. Reflection. Today we are continuing on our study on wisdom. In today's Bible passage, we see that there are three kinds of wisdom. There is wisdom of words, which we are told about in 1 Corinthians 1:17, which says, For Christ sent me not to baptize, but to preach the gospel, not with the wisdom of words, lest the cross of Christ should be made of none effect. There is wisdom of the word, which we are told about in 1 Corinthians 1:20, which says, Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Has not God made foolish the wisdom of this world? Then there is the wisdom of God that is described in 1 Corinthians 1 verse 24, which says, But unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ, the power of God, and Christ, the wisdom of God. The only reliable wisdom is the wisdom of God. Solomon tells us in Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 17 that his pursuit of wisdom has led him into madness and folly. In today's devotional, Pastor Adeboye helps us to understand that in his search for wisdom, Solomon had come to the wrong conclusion. In our memory verse, we see Solomon say that I devoted myself to search for understanding and to explore by wisdom everything being done under heaven. I soon discover that God has dealt a tragic existence to our human race. Our existence, however, is not tragic, though as God has a great plan and purpose for each one of us that does not involve failure, poverty, and confusion. After further research, Solomon came to a different conclusion. In Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 29, he says, But I find this, God has created people to be virtuous, but they have each turned to follow their own downward path. Yes, indeed, as human beings, we can decide to adhere to God's wisdom, or we can go down our own downward path. I pray that you will choose the right path. In Jesus' name. Prayer. Father, please don't let me become wise in my own eyes, and don't let me become arrogant against you. God bless you. Until I come your way again, remain blessed. Bye.